Joining us now is Tiffany. Welcome. How are you today?
I'm good. This is awesome. How are you?
Have you done their Chiller Theater Festival before?
So I've been to Chiller, God, probably 24 times, but I haven't been back in the last 10 years. So this is my first year back, and it's cooler than ever. There's so many guests, so many friends, so many fans, and we're all just lovers of scary movies. So.
Even though we're in New Jersey, you are from the tri-state area, right?
Originally, I'm from New York originally. I live in California now, so I had to make a big trek to come out here, but it's been worth it. Right?
When you come back, do you ever go back to your grade school and swing on the swings or anything? Or do you do anything like that?
No, Unfortunately, you sort of never have time. You swoop in, you come in really quick, you come to the convention or you go to the film festival, and then it's time to head back.
We could talk about so many things. We could talk about Guardians. We could talk about Picard. But let's start there, with what's most recent for you. So tell us about your experience with that.
The most recent stuff, we had Star Trek Picard, unfortunately, we're on strike right now, so really not supposed to talk about any of our projects.
So hopefully by the time, because I'm in SAG too, so hopefully by the time we air this, it will be okay.
Hopefully it's over by then. But Star Trek Picard, I played Dr. Oak, who's the CMO of the Titan, which is really cool. We have a Lifetime Christmas movie coming out this year, which is my absolute favorite. Even though I've made horror movies my whole life, it's been a dream to be in a Lifetime Christmas movie. So we have the Holiday Christmas Proposal, which will come out December 16th.
Congratulations. Who else was in that with you? That sounds like fun.
Wow. Yeah, from The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and she's amazing in it. So we have that, and then we have a new podcast coming out called Casualty Friday, and it's myself, Felissa Rose from Sleepaway Camp, and Kane Hodder, who plays Jason in all the Friday 13th. So we've got that, which we've had on before with Fangoria Radio, but now it's its own thing, and it'll start airing in the new year. So
exciting. When you first became a scream queen, right? How did you know that did you have to audition? How did that first thing get cast? And what kind of ugly face do you make? Do you does the sound come from here or here or
from here?
From here?
In your soul. No, I made a lot of horror movies really young, and so the world just sort of swoops you into it, right? You can't just come into the scene and say, I'm a scream queen. It's
you gotta earn it, right? It's a big deal.
And mine came from making hundreds and hundreds of indie B movies and screaming a lot.
And early on, though, when you were a teenager, around 16 is when you got some big breaks. What was that early introduction?
It was a movie called Romeo and Juliet, which is a big indie cult classic. Lloyd Kaufman and James Gunn's first movie, who went on to do Guardians of the Galaxy and other huge things like that. It was the same as it is now. It's the horror fans are incredibly loyal, and if they like you and they meet you and they want to keep watching your stuff, and for me as a young kid, they embraced me exceptionally because they were like, oh my gosh, she's one of us. I love scary movies. They love scary movies. We could talk about scary movies. They were excited to meet me, and I was even more excited to meet them and be there and have this kind of communal horror bond, right?
What's your favorite stunt that you've done? One time I was in an independent film and I had to be in a pillory, my head and my hands were sticking out. Is there something fun that you did along the way that you said, wow, when you watch it on screen, you're that was kind of fun?
I got bent in half backwards and pulled through a window in a movie called Abominable. That was very cool and very fun, and it's still considered a lot of people's top 10 deaths. So that's a good time.
Top 10 deaths. If you got to go, there's only 5 ways that you can exit the stage, right? Sadly, it's murder, or sadly also, more sadly, suicide, or you die because you're old, or you have a disease, or you have a car accident, right? So in horror movies, everybody dies at least one of those ways, right? So you being in all of these films, is there a favorite way that you've died besides that, going out the window?
I think going out the window just takes the cake.
There you go. We're going with going out the window.
Going out the window.
This has been fun trivia. And what did you love best about this particular experience? Seeing your fans and...
honestly, at the Chiller Theater Convention, it really is seeing family. It's extended family. A lot of these people have been coming here for the last 20 years and saw me 20 years ago here, so they kind of watched you sort of grow up in the scene. Seeing people would bring me their babies, and now the kid is this tall, and they're showing me pictures of me holding the baby as an infant. So that's really cool to get to see people that kind of follow through these shows year after year after year, and they're not just here to get an autograph. They're here to talk about movies, be with you, embrace it, and love Halloween.
Happy Halloween, everybody.
Happy Halloween.